Hello, friend, how are you doing? I know there are moments in life when everything seems to be falling apart at once, when the bills pile up faster than you can count them, when the doctor's report comes back and the words feel like stones in your chest, when the person you love walks out the door and you don't know if they're coming back, when you've prayed and prayed and the heavens feel like brass above your head, when you've tried everything and nothing works, when you're so tired that getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. These are the moments when we need more than advice, more than encouragement, more than positive thinking. You need a miracle, and you need it now. I have been there, and that is why I am here to lead you to the man that rescued me from shame, and I assure you that after this prayer to Saint Anthony, your story will change for good. You are not here by accident, not by coincidence. You were led to this prayer because somewhere deep in your soul, you know that Saint Anthony of Padua hears the cries of the desperate. He sees the tears that fall in secret. He knows what it's like to feel utterly helpless and completely alone. For over 800 years, people just like you have called out to him in their darkest hours, and he has never turned away a single soul who came to him with a sincere heart. He is the saint of the impossible, the friend of the forgotten, the hope of the hopeless. So if you are here today because you are drowning and you need someone to pull you out of the water, you are in the right place. If you are here because you have knocked on every door and they have all been locked, Saint Anthony holds the key. If you are here because you have lost something precious and you cannot find it, he is called the finder of lost things for a reason. If you are here because your situation is urgent and you cannot wait another day, another hour, another minute, then stay with me. We are going to pray together. We are going to cry out to heaven together, and we are going to believe together that the God who parted the Red Sea and raised the dead can do the impossible in your life too. My dear friend, I want you to know that I am here with you. I understand what it feels like to be at the end of yourself, to have nothing left to give, to feel like you are invisible to the world and forgotten by heaven. But you are not forgotten. You are seen. You are known. You are loved. And today, we are going to place your burden, your pain, your impossible situation into the hands of one of the most powerful intercessors in heaven. Saint Anthony of Padua is standing before the throne of God right now, and he is about to hear your name. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to believe even when belief feels like the hardest thing in the world. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for showing up here, even with your broken heart and your trembling hands and your exhausted soul. You have made the right choice. This prayer is for you. This moment is for you. Your miracle is on its way. Before we enter fully into this sacred moment, I need to ask you something. If you are trusting God for something today, if you need a miracle, if you believe that Saint Anthony can help you, then do not leave here without pressing the like button on this video. Do not keep this to yourself. Share it with someone who is suffering. Share it with someone who has given up. Share it with someone who needs to know that miracles still happen. And subscribe to this channel so that every time we pray, you will be notified. Because prayer is not meant to be done alone. We are stronger together. Our voices rise higher when we lift them as one. So please, right now, like this video. Share it. Subscribe. Let your action be an act of faith. Let it be your way of saying, yes, I believe. Yes, I trust. Yes, I am ready for my miracle. There was a man who lived 800 years ago in a small town in Portugal. His name was Ferdinand, and he was born into a wealthy family. He had everything the world could offer: comfort, security, education, a bright future. But when he was 15 years old, something shifted inside him. He saw 5 Franciscan monks who had been martyred for their faith, and their bodies were brought back to his city. As he stood before their remains, he felt the call of God like thunder in his soul. He knew in that moment that wealth and comfort and security meant nothing if he did not give his life completely to Christ. So he left everything. He joined the Augustinian order first, and then later the Franciscans. He took a new name, Anthony. And from that moment forward, His life became a living miracle. Saint Anthony did not just preach about God, he carried God with him. When he spoke, hardened sinners fell to their knees weeping. When he prayed, the sick were healed. When he interceded, impossibilities became realities. There is a story that once he was preaching about the Eucharist, and no one would listen. So he went to the river and began to preach to the fish. And the fish came, thousands of them. They lifted their heads out of the water and listened in silence as Anthony proclaimed the truth of God. The people saw this and were so moved that they repented and returned to the faith. This is the kind of saint we are calling upon today. A saint who moved creation itself. A saint who could command nature. A saint who walked so closely with Jesus that the Christ child appeared to him and rested in his arms. Do you see why we come to him in our desperation? Do you see why we call upon his name when all else has failed? Because he is not distant. He is not cold. He is not unreachable. He is here. He is listening. And he is ready to take your petition straight to the feet of Jesus. But let me tell you something that will stir your faith even more. Saint Anthony is especially known for one thing above all else. He helps people find what is lost. Not just keys or wallets or documents. He helps you find hope when you have lost it. He helps you find peace when anxiety has stolen it. He helps you find love when betrayal has destroyed it. He helps you find purpose when depression has buried it. He helps you find God when you feel abandoned by heaven. He finds what is lost because he himself was once lost, and God found him. He knows what it is to search. He knows what it is to cry out in the darkness and not hear an answer. And that is why he never ignores a single cry for help. There are people watching this right now who have lost someone they love. Maybe not to death, but to distance, to anger, to pride, to addiction, to choices that built walls so high you cannot see over them anymore. You have tried to reach them, and they will not answer. You have tried to fix what is broken, and it only shatters more. You lie awake at night wondering if you will ever get them back. If they will ever come home, if the relationship will ever be restored, and the pain of that loss is so deep that sometimes you can barely breathe. Saint Anthony, do you see this soul before you? Do you see the tears that have soaked their pillow night after night? Do you see the phone they keep checking, hoping for a message that never comes? Do you see the empty chair at the table, the silence in the house, the hole in their heart that nothing can fill? I am begging you, Saint Anthony, do not let them lose this person forever. Go to them, wherever they are, whatever they are doing, whatever lie they are believing. Go to them and speak the truth into their heart. Soften what has been hardened. Open what has been closed. Break the chains that are holding them captive. Bring them back. Bring them home. Bring them to their senses. And do it quickly, Saint Anthony, because this soul cannot carry this pain much longer. There are others here who have lost their health. The diagnosis came and it felt like a death sentence. The pain is constant and unbearable. The treatments are not working. The doctors have no answers. Every day is a battle just to survive, just to function, just to get through the next hour. You are so tired, so weak, so scared. You look at your body and you do not recognize it anymore. You look at your life, and you wonder how you will ever feel normal again. You have prayed for healing, and it has not come. You have believed and still you suffer. And you are starting to wonder if God has forgotten you. He has not forgotten you. He sees you. He knows your pain. And he has sent me here today to tell you that Saint Anthony is interceding for you right now. This very moment. He is kneeling before Jesus, and he is saying your name. He is showing him your suffering. He is asking for your healing. And I believe with everything in me that God is about to move on your behalf. Not because you have earned it. Not because you are perfect. But because he is merciful. Because he is compassionate. Because he is the God who heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. Saint Anthony, you who restored a severed foot, you who healed the sick and raised the dying, hear our cry. This child of God is in agony. Their body is betraying them. Their strength is failing. Their hope is fading. Touch them, right now. As they listen to these words, place your hand upon their head. Speak healing into their cells. Command the sickness to leave. Rebuke the pain. Restore what has been destroyed. Renew what has been depleted. And if it is not God's will for them to be physically healed in this moment, then heal their spirit, heal their mind, heal their fear. Give them the strength to endure. Give them the grace to trust. Give them the peace that surpasses all understanding. Do not leave them alone in this suffering, Saint Anthony. Walk with them through this valley. Hold their hand. Carry them when they cannot walk. And bring them out on the other side with a testimony that will shake heaven and earth. How many of you are here today because of money? Because the bills are overwhelming and the income is not enough? Because you have been laid off or passed over or rejected? Because the debt is crushing you and you cannot see a way out? Because you have applied for job after job and no one will hire you? Because the bank is threatening foreclosure? Because you are one emergency away from losing everything? You have budgeted and sacrificed and worked yourself to exhaustion and still it is not enough. You lie awake at night doing math in your head, trying to figure out how to stretch $5 into 50. You skip meals so your children can eat. You ignore your own needs so you can meet theirs. And you are so tired of struggling, so tired of barely surviving, so tired of watching everyone else seem to have enough while you have nothing. Listen to me. God sees you. He sees every sacrifice you have made. He sees every tear you have cried over that bank statement. He sees every time you have gone without, so someone else could have. And He is not indifferent to your suffering. He is not waiting for you to figure it out on your own. He is preparing something for you. A door is about to open. A provision is about to come. A miracle is about to break through. But you have to hold on. You have to keep believing. You have to keep trusting that the God who fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves and 2 fish can multiply what you have. He can make a way where there is no way. He can do the impossible. Saint Anthony, you who lived in poverty and trusted God for everything, help us. We are drowning in debt. We are suffocating under the weight of financial pressure. We need a miracle and we need it now. Open doors that have been locked. Move mountains that are blocking our way. Touch the hearts of those who have the power to help us. Bring us opportunities, bring us favor, bring us provision, and most of all, bring us peace. The peace that comes from knowing that God is our provider, that He will never leave us, that He will never let us go hungry or homeless or helpless. Remind us that He clothes the lilies of the field and feeds the birds of the air, and we are worth so much more than these. Remind us that He is faithful. Remind us that He keeps His promises. Remind us that our current situation is not our final destination. If this prayer is stirring something inside you right now, if you feel the presence of God in this moment, if tears are filling your eyes and hope is rising in your heart, then do not scroll past this video without responding. Hit the like button. Let it be your act of faith. Let it be your way of saying, yes, I believe God is going to do this. And share this video. Send it to someone who needs to hear this message. Send it to your prayer group. Post it where people who are suffering can find it. Because every share is a seed. Every like is a declaration. Every comment is a testimony that God is still in the miracle business. So do it now. Like, share, subscribe, and then come back to this prayer because we are not done. Saint Anthony is just getting started. There are marriages falling apart right now. Relationships that once were filled with love and laughter are now cold and silent. Words have been said that cannot be taken back. Trust has been broken. Hearts have been shattered. One of you wants to fight for it and the other has already given up. Or maybe both of you are just going through the motions, living like strangers under the same roof, sleeping in the same bed but miles apart in your hearts. You look at your spouse, and you do not recognize them anymore. You remember who they used to be, how they used to look at you, how they used to make you feel, and you wonder if that person is gone forever. You wonder if it is too late. You wonder if you should just let it end. But something inside you is not ready to give up. Something inside you still remembers the